Alright, gonna take a look at some Kazuya match. Okay, here's the first situation I wanted to point out. Blocking the down back 2, you're -9. You play passive with the backdash. Pretty good default to have against a new player. You want to figure out what their habits are. And there you go. That's the first situation you want to put in your head when you're fighting this guy. He threw out counter hit at -9. He didn't respect your offense. So that's just something you gotta keep in your head when you're fighting someone. Is like you gotta remember these kind of situations because they're bound to come up again, right? You can get a better punish, but Negan's jab is so good that not a huge deal. Okay, so if you I like the poking, but I guess if you realize the jabs will hit, you wouldn't finish the string. But kind of hard to react to him getting hit by the jabs. Okay, here we go again. The -9. Okay, this time he did play passively. He thought, okay, I got away with the down 4-2 last time, but this not sure what this wall setting 2 was trying to look like a bit of a scared option or a YOLO option, I guess. Okay, but he doesn't punish and you get the power crush. I believe that should punish. It might have just been slow. Okay, here's the next situation I wanted to bring up. So you're, he's close to dying, right? You got an Oki situation. In these type of situations, especially against like a player that you don't know their habits, it's good to play. It's good to not take your Oki, so to speak. Because what happens here, he wakes up with the toe kick, the low, and it completely stuffs your Oki, which I don't think you really had a lot of good options for Oki here after this. Anything could have been basically anything here you do is going to lose to get up kicks if you really want to run in. So in this type of situation, recognize that they're about to die. They're probably going to do something a little risky. So you take a little step forward, and then even here should just be holding back. Let the wake up kick whiff and uh, punish for the win. Okay, but here's another. But then the next situation is another one I wanted to bring up. He gets the momentum back with the wake up low, right? And he goes for hell sweep. That's just another thing that you want to put into your head when you're fighting someone is like, okay, because these type of situations are important, right? When he steals back the momentum with like a counter hit or a quick move or something, what does he like to do? He's throwing out hell sweeps. So that way you can block them a lot better if you know what type of situation your opponent likes to do certain things in. I don't mind fishing for the counter hits here. And then the disrespect works out for you. All right, here's the situation that you can keep in mind when you're fighting someone is okay, they're willing to block low, uh, waking up at the wall. But again, I want to bring up your opponent got he got the momentum shift with the low block. There's the hell sweep. So if you catalog a lot of these like habits from your opponents, you'll be able to make really good reads. Here again, the -9. Same thing like in the first round. So, like I said, if you can figure out these type of situations and get the info from them, play them better next time. So, if you were if you knew this is how he was going to respond from the first round after the down back 2 block, you can either take your turn directly here or wait a little bit and throw out a quick counter hit to beat out his counter hit option. So you played it the same way all basically every time you block the down back 2, you played it the same way, and your opponent realized that he can play it the same way too. Nice block, and that's it. All right, here again. He steals the momentum. Hell sweep. Makes it a lot easier to block when you know what type of situation. All right, so here mashing on wake up was a little bit ill advised, but okay. Here's another thing. It was a good attempt at punishing the electrics. You just got to be careful when your opponent is throwing out a lot of whiffed electrics, right? Because it's if you don't throw out a safe move, or if you're not quick enough and you're not ready and you're just like reacting to the electrics on screen, a lot of times it can end up really badly. Just because they recover so fast, and it's if you're not basically what I'm trying to say is if you're not like reading this, like you're just reacting, right? So the 442 is good because it's safe and huge range, nothing he can do about it. But if you're just reacting to the whiffed electrics, it's really unlikely for you to get punished. You have to kind of read them. Okay, so here it's a good thing to catalog again. Is two situations went by. He threw out high crush, the dick jab, and the generic low. So that's something to keep in mind. He's breaking out of your pressure with these generic lows and dick jabs. I only minus 11 on the flip. Okay, that's just a classic setup. The Kazuya 1 2 3 4 into the dick jab because it's safe. And again, he took back the momentum with the counter hit. He throws out the hell sweep. So okay, here, yeah, like I mentioned, when they're just throwing out electrics randomly, and you're in neutral and you're just like reacting to the whiff, you really want to make sure you're not throwing out a really committal move like this because the whiff recovery on the electric, not to mention just like the gall of Kazuya players, right? Really hard to punish just on a reaction. If you see him whiffing electrics, it's a little bit safer to just commit to something like a simple high crush and low or a jab or a down 4-1 keep out. Okay, here it's a situation that you seem to go to a lot. Do a safe-ish move that you think they might retaliate on, and just throw out the power crush, which it worked out before in the set, but now it's getting punished. So the way you can play this is, if you're always throwing out the panic power crush after the safe move is blocked. See your opponent, the Kazuya here, he's totally chill. He's just like, okay, he's gonna throw out something crazy here. I'm just gonna block. So in order to you basically what I'm saying is you've earned the pressure, right? He's worried, scared, or even just waiting for you to throw out something crazy here. So this is when you get to extend your pressure just by dashing up, doing pokes, doing lows, stuff like that, safe moves that you can continue your pressure with because you got him to respect your offense here. And he's ready to punish the reversal, so to speak. Yeah, again, it's the whiff to electric is really hard to punish if you're not expecting it. So better to just put some pressure or even just back up and let them whiff rather than get hit by a stray electric or another. Like, see, he almost got the punish on the down 4-2 there, but I guess he fell into the same trap that I was explaining to you. Yep, the dick jab. He's breaking out your pressure a lot with it. You can read that option. So here is normally he would have hell sweeped in this situation. He just stole the turn with the dick jab. See, so the wall situation. He stole the turn with the dick jab. Before he would always hell sweep here. He went for the mid here, thinking that you might block the hell sweep, or he's hell sweep too many times. Maybe he's gonna duck. So that's another thing to keep in mind is like, okay, my opponent is not just a total bot. He's throwing out. He's gonna try and mix it up here. So yeah, trying to trick you with the double low hell sweep, and then once again, this is like end of the round. Any any like counter hit or launcher or any big hit could kill him. So that's yeah, that's when the low kicks come out from wake up. Yeah, I panicked here at low health, which you didn't really need to because, well, I mean, the situation you're in. Let's see, you're really safe here, and if the Kazuya is gonna attack at all, any backdash, he's gonna whiff if he doesn't dash into your face. And if he's dashing into your face, that's when you throw out like, little pokes, jabs, just to prevent him from running in and hell sweeping you, basically. So the panic option here is a little bit. It just shows you're anxious at the end of the round. And here, obviously, you get minus 15, you get a better punch. And there is the dick jab again. So he's breaking out the pressure with the dick jab. So basically, when you notice your opponent does things like, dick jab, generic lows, it's a signal to you that how they're responding to your pressure, and you gotta work out how to beat those options, right? So low parry obviously would beat both those options. So were you in stance here? Yeah. So the minus 15, you could have killed him, but yeah, there the dick jab because he's low on HP. He's trying to do something. So those are situations where you can read because he's shown you the dick jab before, So just throw out a low parry because he's going to be scared after that. He's not going to take a mix up. So that's something that you can read. And yeah, you lose to the dick jab again. So